Happy Monday, my friends. Well, it's Monday as I'm recording this. You might be seeing this on a Tuesday or a month from now. It doesn't matter, but I'll set the groundwork for you. So it's Monday morning. Just cracked open an ice cold energy drink on my way to the gym. And these are kind of Monday drive time sessions on the gym with me. And I want to walk you through some ways to make money on a new week. So yes, it's Monday I'm recording this. So if you're watching this on a Monday and you're getting this now, this is how to make money this week. If you're watching this on a Wednesday, here's how to make money for the rest of the week or in the next 30 days or whatever that is, right? And so every Monday morning, I sit here in the truck on the way to the gym and I process what does my dream week look like as a business. I'm a business owner, right? And so I want to walk you through this process. And why I like these drive time sessions is I feel like it's like my homie sitting next to me. So you are sitting next to me right now. Like I said, I just cracked an energy drink and we get to talk on my way to the gym. So the very first thing I want you to look at, and maybe jot this down, drop it in the comments, is what is your income goal for the week? Like real conversation, revenue goal, and clients. When you go, I want to make, no, like seriously, what are you committed to this week? Are you committed to getting 2 new clients, 10 grand each, a 20K week? And why I start every Monday with this energy is thoughts become things. And what you have to do is you have to put your RAS system, your reticular activating system, on the plan. So many business owners don't do this. We rush out of bed, we jump on our phone, we slam a coffee, and we're on and on and on and on to the next thing. And we don't ever take a step back and go, well, what does my dream week look like? So like question number one, what does your dream week look like? Nick, if I could close 5 new clients this week, it would be a dream week. Or, hey, listen, we've been working on this huge account. If I could close that 1 sale, well, manifest it. Thoughts become things, my friends. So we have to stop and sit down and go, where are we going? What is our target? Before we rush into the tactic, and I get it, I'm the ads guy. Nick, what's the thing? No, it's funny, when I start talking to business owners, like, well, where are you headed? Well, no, you have to get hyper clear on where are we headed this week. So for you, what is that, right? Like, I want you to be like super clear. This week, I will close 2 deals, 5 deals, 10 deals, whatever it is for you, right? And so that's where we're going to start. Now, the second thing, and this is where I'm going to use a dirty word with you. Yeah, it's called leads, right? So like leads have become the dirty word in this game of social media, right? And so here's the thing that I know. I'll use that 2 closings analogy, okay? Let's say your goal this week is to close 2 new customers, 2 new clients, 2 new house, whatever, okay? You have to have new people to do that or existing people to convert into a closed client. Whenever I sit down with a business owner, hey, what are you doing to generate leads? Well, I'm posting on social media. If you're posting on social media now and you're not getting leads, that's not a plan, my friends. What is your plan for the week? So the second thing that I want to chat about is this. How many leads will you need to close those 2 sales? And I want you to think about it. What is your selling mechanism? So for most of you, it's either going to be a phone call, maybe a Zoom call, maybe an in-person appointment, maybe you're in the home if you're like a home service business owner. And so what's your closing ratio? Let's say you close 50% of the deals you go on, okay? Just make things easy. You might have a higher closing rate, lower closing rate, just depending on your business. If you want to close 2 sales this week, I'll just use that number, okay? 2 sales, 10 grand each, 20K week is your number one, that's your revenue goal. Cool, well, if you close 50% of the appointments you go on, you are going to need 4 in-person appointments this week. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You have to actually get face-to-face, belly-to-belly with somebody on the phone, on Zoom, and close those deals. Like that has to happen. And back to where I started in point number 1, this is a conversation nobody ever has. When have you sat down and gone, well, what is my target appointments for the week? When do we talk about that? Nobody talks about it. Leads is not a dirty word, okay? We're in the society of content, influencers, and you're rushing to the next post. Slow down, my friends. What is our target income? Cool, we want 2 closings, 10K. Just that's the analogy. Cool, I need 4 appointments. Then number 3, how am I gonna find 4 appointments? Not how am I gonna create 4 carousel images, not how am I gonna create another before and after video, not how am I gonna create another 3 tips and 3 secrets too. I've done it all. What we have to do is actually focus on the things that are going to move the needle in your business. So number 3, how can you market yourself, your business this week to get yourself 4 appointments? In that analogy, yours might be 14 appointments, yours might be 4 appointments. I don't care what it is, but what are you going to do this week to get you face-to-face with 4 potential people that you could close using that analogy? Yours might be 8, yours might be 12, whatever that is, right? And this is where the conversation gets really, really good because most business owners don't ever stop and go, you're right, like what marketing should I be doing? And what we have to do if we're focused on, like, let's say you were sold out, right? And like you had to close that 20K in that analogy this week, the 2 deals, okay? And you had to get 4 appointments. how would you treat your marketing this week? Well, I posted. Would you post and just wait? Would you post and it takes time? No, what would you do differently? You might hop on the phones. You might start calling people. You might start DMing people. You might start writing ads. You might start writing pay-per-click stuff on Google. You might go knock on doors. You might drop off flyers. You might drop off postcards. You might be messaging people on LinkedIn. You might be trying to get on other people's podcasts. What would you be doing? See, there's only one way for you to grow your business, my friend, and that's to get more appointments. That's it. And we have to have leads and opportunities. People raise their hand that say, hey, I want to meet with you one-on-one. I want the phone call. I want the Zoom call. I need you to come look at my house. We have to do that. And that's just the domino that sets up everything. And when you actually re-rack this conversation, you start focusing on the things that are actually going to move the needle in your business. And there's only one thing that will move the needle in your business, and that's you making offers to people that need the product and service that you have. And how do you make offers to people? You solve problems, whether it's on a phone call, on a Zoom call, or in your office or in their home. That's just, I've been in sales 22 years, my friends. I've owned a business for 22 years. It's not rushing to the next post. It's not rushing to AI. It's actually getting face to face with somebody that is your dream audience, hearing their needs, offering a solution, then showing them how they can move forward with your product or your service to solve that problem. And when you look at things from this perspective, the game slows down, because if you're, back to that analogy, Rich, is very simple. Your entire focus this week is just get on 4 appointments. That's it. That's it. Like, that is all your energy should be spent doing. And when you actually start holding things accountable, you'll start removing things that aren't working and adding things that are. Because once you really connect the dots that I hit all of my revenue goals when I hit all of my appointment goals and close those sales, and I hit my appointment goals when I actually have real leads coming in, the whole game unlocks for you. Because then you go, well, dude, if I did this with 4 appointments, how would I get 8 and make 40 grand? Or how would I get 12 and make 60 grand, right? That's your ability to start looking at your business and scaling your business. I'll share with you a quick story on this. So I just flew into Salt Lake City for an event one of my clients ran, and I helped them all month with the Facebook ads, and we sold it out. It was wild. There was 100 and almost 200 people there, and they had a big offer from stage. And at the event, he closed 17 sales from stage, 17 sales and 35 grand. And it came by getting the right people in the room and then making offers to people, right? And I was really, really proud of that. But like the perspective of, wow, they weren't just rushing to post more. They weren't just, another tip. They weren't just trying to get clips of them on stage. They put almost 200 people in a room that were their dream audience. They made them an offer to solve their problem, and 17 people said yes. It was 35 grand of revenue last I had chatted in the matter of hours, which is really powerful, and they'll be following to close more deals. So back to where we started. What is your target income for the week? Okay. How many clients do you want this week? What is your goal? Figure this out. How many appointments do you need to go on to get to that goal? And then how are you going to get those appointments filled? That should be your entire job as a business owner. This is where all of your energy and time should go. And prove me wrong. What else are you spending your time on? You, as the founder, as the CEO of your business, your job is number one, just drive revenue in the front door, right? Well, I want to help people. I know, I want to help people too, but you have to have people to help. And I understand that it's not always just the next post, but Nick, I'm putting out content. I know, my friend, I am too, and I love your content. But if your content isn't getting you appointments and it's not getting you revenue, my friend, we gotta change something up. So this is my system coming into each and every week. Like I said, it was a little drive time marketing conversation with you. I really hope this has kind of shined a light on what moves the needle in your business. And my friend, what moves the needle most in your business is meeting with more people that has the problem that you solve and making them offers for your program, for your product, for your service. That is the entire game. And when you unlock this, you actually look at the game completely differently. And that was my goal today, was to invite you into the way that I see marketing. I see lead generation. I see growing a business. So for me to grow my business, just to give you a really cool example, I don't focus on more content. I don't focus on more carousel images. I focus on how can I get more leads, to get more appointments, to get more closings, and what my revenue goal is. And then I just reverse engineer it. If your goal is 100 grand a month, well, then how many clients do you need? Okay, I need 8. Okay, cool. Well, then maybe you need 16 appointments to close those 8. Cool. So then how do you hit 16 appointments? What marketing can you roll out? And yes, content part of that. Sure, if your content is getting you appointments, yes. But if it's not getting you appointments, what? You're just going to go another week with no appointments, another week with no income? What has to happen as the true CEO is you have to start making decisions. Look at your revenue right now, my friend. If you're still watching me this far in, I want you to do this. Look at your revenue so far in August. Where are you at? What is your goal? Where do you need to be? And if you're not there, what do you have to change to get there? Because I promise you the people are out there, but they're not seeing my content. Then find a way for them to see your content. Find another way to reach them. Run a freaking hot air balloon over their house. Go knock on their door. Go shoot them a private DM. Call them, shoot them a private email, shoot them a LinkedIn message. Something has to change for you to start getting appointments and sharing your gifts with the world. Because I know this, if you're still watching me, you have a great product and a great service, and you're truly trying to find a way to go reach those people. And my friend, this week, go focus on getting actual live people on the phone, live people on a Zoom sales call, live people in person, and watch what happens to your business. That is the only thing you need to be focusing on to grow your business, because you have to meet with people, to make offers, to close sales, to get deals, to get 5-star reviews, to get income. And all of your goals that you want are truly tied to that revenue goal, which is so powerful, right? And this is the one conversation I'd love to have with business owners is you have goals, you have dreams, you have hopes, there's travel, there's things you want to do, bills you want to pay off, things that you have dreams. Solve your revenue problem, you achieve all of your personal goals. And how do you solve your revenue problem? Ready? Drum roll, please. Solve your appointment problem. How do you solve your appointment problem? Getting more leads. And that's where I want you to leave. And if you're leaving this going, well, Nick, I don't know what marketing, then your target this week, your focus, your reticular activating system needs to become, what is the lead source I could focus on this week to get those appointments? Maybe that's Instagram, Facebook ads. Maybe that's growing your content. Maybe that's a YouTube channel. Maybe that's going on other people's podcasts. Maybe that's LinkedIn. Maybe that's DMing. Maybe that's phone calls. Maybe, I don't care what it is for you. Obviously, I believe in Facebook and Instagram ads. That's why I'm so bullish on them. But start shifting things up and focusing on things that are actually going to move the needle in your business. Spending the majority of your time focused on generating new leads, holding appointments, closing sales. And when you focus your energy on this, your business will skyrocket. So that's a tip for the day. I hope you guys learned a ton.